Zay told me he sent some shit, so we're working on some amen shit. Yeah, club in the morning, off like 2. Sip champagne when we talk about views. Ain't cut like us, we stuck in the trap. Steak ain't rare, so we sending it back. All of my brothers are rare, can't cap. The money was quick, now we sending a few. I'm down by the 100, we starting to shoot. I hit 21, just watch how we move. PR in my blood, no, I ain't no thug.
All right, let's jump into some music. Let's go into what's going into the music industry. I don't know if you guys heard, but Diddy's getting banned from everything at this point.
Dude, how do we feel about him right now?
Have you heard the alleged allegations?
What do we know about the allegations? Has anybody?
It's giving R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That whole era,
Giving
huh?
R. Kelly, yeah.
he's been doing it for years.
There's gonna be a
do you believe
documentary.
it? Do you believe it?
Of course.
Yeah.
At this point, with all the evidence that's being presented
Yeah.
to us, multiple artists.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell he's even been in interviews, literally super sus.
Oh, no doubt.
Super sus.
No doubt. Yeah, we actually had a girl. She's a part of the industry. Maybe about a month and a half ago. She's in the industry, and she said like a lot of
Big time artists that are like R&B artists that are like the biggest freaks in the world. She went to all the big parties, and then it's just like, and I'm not gonna say who it was because respectfully.
but respectfully, she told us a lot of things off camera that were like, and it kind of goes hand in hand to what's going on with Diddy and what he did, whatever he did, and
Well, when you have that much power,
yeah,
I mean, it can be a dangerous thing.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
money is evil at some rate to the point. Like with Diddy, it just gave him all this
Power, yeah.
Same with
He's
R.
had it for
Kelly,
so
all these
long.
things.
Since he was like 18 or 19.
Yeah.
He was already like masterminding, being the top.
And he killed Tupac, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anybody knows about that.
Yeah,
though.
there's beef.
That part.
There was beef. So
He did
there
it.
is something that
He got caught.
Yeah.
triangulates to him. Certain people that were friends with Tupac knew about it. I'm not gonna say who, because they're top artists, and it's like we weren't there. But dude, the evidence is there. Like, how can you not be with Tupac? Why was Tupac just with Suge Knight?
Yeah.
Certain things played out the way that it was already planned.
Yeah,
Right.
and we talked about that a little bit earlier. Like, it's like an artist is, when an artist comes out and they sign a contract, and most likely a lot of people are not going to hear them. Normally, an artist, right?
Right.
And it takes time for people to like accept an artist. And when you sign this contract, you're giving the rights to all your music, and then if you die, all of a sudden you get all your investment back. So your most valuable dead than alive.
Yeah.
So if I'm a company guy, like, hey, it costs $10K to take this person out, and then I'm gonna make $3 million on the back end because I owe all his music. Like, why wouldn't that business wise? Like, why wouldn't that make sense to get rid of an artist? And that's the time we live in. Like, you have a 80% chance of passing away if you're an artist. Like with Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
All these artists that have passed away, like their catalogs are worth more than they were when they were alive.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And that's the danger of business and when you're in billions, it's like business and music and humans, like like you have something that's worth value.
What trips me out is that some of these artists are trying to expose what's going on.
Yeah.
Like Juice World.
Yeah.
He called it. He literally told them, like, hey, at 21, I'm done.
Yeah.
He literally called it out. Something happened. He was on a plane. He overdosed.
Yeah.
But some of them are literally calling it out. It's like, why are they doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
XXX did the same thing. He said, I'm
Same
not going to
thing.
live past a certain age. And he got taken care of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, though? I think, too, like, you speak that into existence as well. You know, when you're
100%.
out here talking about, like,
wanna be
I'm not
cool?
going to live till this day. I just know it. I just know it. Like, not only were they positioning their lives in that direction, but then they were speaking that out into the existence. That I am not saying all that. You know what I mean? I'm like life and life abundantly, like all of it. I
Like-
don't want to die.
100.
I wanna be
I would
here.
love to be an artist one day. I still work towards that here and there a little bit. But take me out when I'm at 120. When I'm 120, take me out I'll fucking go
Right?
hands up. I don't care.
But time out. I'm gonna put this on record. Fabian said before we started this, he said, because my
No.
brother's an artist, and we're like, he's
No.
like, dude, I want to be a part of it, and if I have to get taken out by the Illuminati, take me out. So as literally before he passes away,
take it back.
he literally said, like, I need to be the sacrifice for it. So as today, the people need to know that Fabian will be our sacrifice if it happens. I'm sorry, Fabian, dog.
You called it.
When I'm at 120, and I think you were
there we
dreaming
go.
because I do not remember that
Yeah,
conversation.
I remember because I was like, I finally have a sacrifice for this fucking whole thing.
I can go all the way in right now.
I know.
Wow.
Well, we won't talk about that.
Okay,
though,
let's kind of transition. Okay, let's say
yeah.
an artist goes through the rough trenches, does all that bad, but what if they want to come out into the positive realm? I don't know if you heard, but Daddy Yankee,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
been doing it for so long. We're talking
Boricua.
about like
Long.
the music, the women, the money, everything that, once you have that money, you have the power. But he wants to transition. He wants to focus his main energy towards Jesus Cristo.
How do you feel about that?
I love that for him. I'm like, hey, if that makes you feel like you're doing better and living your best life, then go for it.
If he can do a
Jesus is my homie.
Jesus Gasolina, I'm with it. I'm with it.
How would the
Échale
lyrics
más
change?
Jesus. Échale más Jesus.
Hey.
Échale más Jesus, Jesus,
Hey,
Jesus. You know what I'm saying?
hey,
Like if
my
he can
ass
bring,
is twerking
hey,
right now.
he's earned the right. He's earned the right.
Yeah.
And he was never in that negative state. Nobody ever really thought that
No,
he was.
right.
But if within himself felt that he had to make this change, fucking kudos to Daddy Yankee.
Yeah.
It's never too late. Like people
It's
think
never
that,
too
oh
late.
shit, I've done all of this bad stuff.
Right.
I'm not worthy. You're worthy. You're worthy.
Diddy?
You
Did
breathe
you hear
every
that,
day.
Diddy?
No, he's
Diddy. His
he's
name is
long
Love
gone.
now. His name
long
is
gone.
Love.
He's long
He knew he was. Look. Speaking of Diddy, he knew his time was coming up.
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
It always catches up to
Right,
you.
right.
It always catches up to
and
you.
it's like I feel like, look, I know we're going conspiracy, and it's like 7 minutes in, but it feels
Allegedly.
like a lot of artists that like are big, they get the position of power. The only reason they get in the position of power is because they actually have someone that's like that has something over them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're more of a person that's controllable when they say, "Hey, look, dude, we have all this stuff on you. Just sign this artist," and you're like, "Oh, I will sign this artist. I don't want to lose my position." But I feel like Diddy's game is over. Like I feel
Yeah.
like it's a checkmate to him. I
Yeah.
don't know why they said like, what happened to Diddy? Did he not pay his Illuminati fucking fee?
Yeah.
Because
Maybe.
he's getting everything on him. There's a new rape charge on him from a 17-year-old gangbang apparently, and you need to censor that. But there's more. He's been stealing from artists for all this time. Last year, in the last couple months, he's been giving everybody their rights to their music randomly. So he knew it was
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
My thing would be because there is such thing as the greedy person wants to get more greedy in the sense that whoever has control over Diddy, let's say he wants to like, hey, you know what? I've done this. I had it. Let me give back. But the greedier person is like, hey, don't ever, because that's my money you're giving
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
That's why they're
Right.
putting him in a spot where like,
Yup.
keep doing it and you're going to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
he's finding out.
There's
Yeah.
the 1%, the ones that have been here the longest, families passed down, and that's what sucks because that doesn't allow the rest of us to at least get the same opportunity.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Right.
fight for
It's-
it. So
it's
don't,
controlled.
Yeah.
don't think that like we're gonna
gonna
fucking
go
fight.
for it.
That's
Yeah.
why we're here. But
Diddy hit me up.
but
I won't
there-
say shit.
There's
No,
always
no.
that higher power
Yeah.
that they're looking down. They're like, hey, if I don't like that, it's not gonna happen that way.
Yeah, and it's weird that like the whole music, not even music, it became like into actors and stuff, like the whole Me Too movement, like everybody going through all that stuff, and it's
Yeah.
kind of like fuck, like why do you like? It's not why, it's just like I understand people want to get out of their circumstances and they give up themselves for fame, but it's like why does it have to be like that?
Right.
It's just,
Well, even then, it's just, especially, as a woman,
Yeah.
it's a little more obviously like sensitive to me because
Yeah.
I am a woman and I see this stuff and I'm like, wow. But it makes sense because now there's like this platform for people to be able to tell their truths. And at the end of the day, like, regardless of who is, making the money for Diddy and all this stuff, he made his decisions,
Yeah.
You make your bed, you lie in it. And so it'll always catch up.
It's gonna
Yeah.
come back.
So you got to watch what you do. You
Yeah.
got to be more mindful about the decisions you make, especially when you're famous or out there. Like people are, you know,
Yeah.
like you represent. You're representing yourself. So
And what people would do for fame, it's kind of scary though. At the same
Yeah.
time too.
That's the biggest
like,
thing. Because look at most of us don't have that hand me down of like
Yeah.
allowance, the 1
Family,
million, like the
yeah.
Trumps. So we're like,
Right.
bro, we're trying to survive. So for him in the state where he was, he's
Yeah.
gonna sacrifice. He's gonna do
Yeah.
what he needs to do to make that money.
But I'm gonna get weird right now and say, why is it only African Americans? Because they're only attacking a lot of African Americans. When it's not only the African American people that are in position of power, it's also like the people behind them. Which is it really them, or is this the part of the game that they learn as they go? I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah,
Yeah.
it gets weird.
It's a little
It
bit of
is.
everything. It's a little bit
Yeah,
of everything. But
I agree.
the 1%, regardless family, they're taking control over everything.
Yeah.
My sacrifice. Keep talking, my sacrifice goat.
120. Take me out at 120. After that,
No.
I'm cool. But go ahead and comment down below. We'll be right back. Artificially genuine.
Were you the sacrifice?